Aquariuses, this is your love reading for March 2019. It's a general reading. If it resonates, please consider a personal reading. My rates, my info, and my email are below. Send me an email. We can go ahead and set that up. Also, my 2019 Sun Moon readings are up in my playlist. Go look up your Sun Moon sign and check out your predictions for 2019. The 2018 Sun Moon readings are also up on my playlist if you want to read about, if you want to see what happened last year for you, okay? I will be working on compatibility readings forever and ever and ever. Those are also in my playlist. I'm on Instant Go. If you need a quick answer to a quick question, these are big cards. Those weren't poppers. That was a fat stack. Everyone's like, oh, jumpers. Yeah, I'm on Instant Go if you need a quick answer to a quick question. I'm on Facebook and Insta where I'm also uploading my weeklies, and then I'll be leaving a Vimeo link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, whether it's a current, or whether it's an ex, okay? So let's get into your reading and see what's going on. Holy Spirit, Angels, Divine Guides, Universe, can you please show me the energies that Aquarius passed out of, influences they passed out of prior to March 2019? What are the love energies they transitioned from prior to March 2019? What are the energies they transitioned from? What's going on here? What? Okay. Grab this one. Alrighty, so we have the Hanged Man reverse. I'll tell you what, that card keeps on coming up over and over again in all these readings. Can you please show me what are the love energies that Aquarius can expect? Love energies that Aquarius can expect. We have the Nine of Air in reversed. And then can you please show me love energies for Aquarius as they transition out of March into April? Love energies for Aquarius as they transition out of March into April. Out of March into April. What do you see? Oh, hard time pulling that. The Tower card. Alright, so you guys for the 12th sign that I did, and now it's been kind of pretty much at this point, you're the 12th negative reading I've had. I think the energies for March are going to be crazy when it comes to relationships. Prove me wrong, please. Prove me wrong, people. So we start off with the Hangman in reverse for you guys as you transitioned into March. This is, and I'm looking at this guy and he just has this kind of look at him like, what do I do now, sort of thing. I feel like you hung around for a period of time waiting for something to happen, hoping for something to happen. You might have been hoping, a lot of times it could be like a fantasy, something that's not a realistic, and you're setting yourself up for disappointment, and by doing so, setting yourself up to be the victim by doing so. Maybe you sacrificed a lot for something, thinking that something was going to come out of it, with all the sacrifice that you did, and it did not. So you waited on this for a while, and I don't feel like it ended up kind of panning out. I think you wanted it pretty badly too. I mean, you had an ideal in mind of how you wanted things to be, and that didn't end up being the case. And I think you put a lot of your energies into it, trying to kind of like build the sandcastle, and it kept on kind of like, sort of like falling apart. The more sand you started trying to add to it, the more it started sort of falling apart. So this Nine of Air in reverse here, this is you kind of facing, no, this is fear-based. Nine of Swords and fear-based is, why can't I speak? Nine of Swords is something that is based on fear, okay? It's not a reality. And it's just how you're looking at things, okay? And it kind of goes back to here. You set up a really high expectation for yourself, naturally you're going to be disappointed. If you're not looking at things with a realistic kind of view, then you know, naturally it's going to be your perspective that's kind of skewing things, all right? You may be getting some messages in your dreams. In March, you might want to listen to your dreams. They might provide messages for you to kind of get out of this, alrighty? It also talks about it coming out of a period where you were worrying about stuff, coming out of a period where you were at rock bottom, where you were having, you know, mental difficulties or what have you. It could have been in regards to what you wanted here, and then because of your disappointment or whatever you had here, this is the Nine of Air, you struggling to kind of come out of that. Now here, March to April, as you transition out of March, here's where it really all falls apart with the Tower card. So you don't want things that you don't want to let go of this ideal that you have in mind. Like I said, you keep on trying to build up the sandcastle, and then this wave comes in and takes away the base of it. Then you're trying to build it up again, and eventually it just turns into nothing. It turns either it all falls apart because the sand's too dry, or the waves just end up sucking it back in to the ocean. And I see that here too, because it's almost like you know, this reminds me of sand. There's this great tower here, and I almost feel like it's built out of sandstone or something like that. And then here is the crumbling facade. It's starting to just kind of melt away, or break apart. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, as you go from you have to let go of it at this point. Okay, you held on to it for this long, you know, and here you're trying to deal with your perspective and, you know, what have you, and trying to come out of rock bottom, trying to make it work. But here's where it finally falls apart. I mean, and the thing with the Tower card, you just have to like lean into it. You have to allow this to happen. The more you resist it, the harder it's going to be for you. So just surrender to the destruction. Realize that this is an opportunity for change. This is an opportunity to clear the slate and have a totally different way, a totally different concept about love, or a total approach in regards to somebody. It's clear away the slate and start new, is what I feel like, instead of you know, what you were kind of holding on to, how you think it should be, or how you thought it was going to be or turn out. Why is the Hanged Man here in reverse? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the Hanged Man here in reverse for Aquarius? Energies prior to March. Love energies prior to March. Why is the Hanged Man here? We the Page of Pentacles in the upright. Hey, you really thought you could build something here. There was a possibility for you to do so. The Seven of Swords in reverse, and the... Okay, so you thought there was a possibility to build something that you could actually work on. It was like, it was an idea, it was the start of something. But you figured that it was a tangible relationship, there was something viable there. Talking about the building, you know, you found some land and the sand seemed about right, and you figured you could kind of at least start building something up. And we have two cards here about breaking free from your mental challenges, breaking free from something. So I don't know if you broke free from the way that you thought about things. I mean, both of these cards could be about dishonesty of some sort. But it's somebody getting exposed, some dishonesty being exposed. And I think you broke free mentally because of that. You guys are going to have to fill in the blanks on this one, because I'm feeling like mentally you had something and it was a challenge for you, or and it was something that was like holding you back. It was the way that you were kind of thinking about it. You broke free from it, and you breaking free from that allowed you to think about building something that was concrete. But it didn't end up happening, and I'm wondering with that Page of Pentacles if the thing that you decided to build was just a little too far out of reach. I wonder if because of this freedom, this liberation that you had, that you came out of, you felt like you could take on the world, you felt like you could have whatever you wanted, and that caused you to start planting the seeds, being like, oh, I can have whoever I want. You know, I'm freed, I'm liberated. You could have come out of a relationship that really kind of tied you down, and you broke out of it, and you said, wow, I'm free, I could get whoever I want now. Like that sort of concept. And that Page of Pentacles, they're going, okay, well, I'm going to build something because I have the ability to do so. I'm getting like an overconfidence, actually, like overly confident in that department. So then you envision things being a certain way in regards to a relationship or in regards to a person, and you decide, okay, well, now that I'm free from this person and I can do whatever I want, I'm going to set the bar really, really high. I'm gonna get exactly what I want, exactly the way that I want it. But I think that didn't end up. I think that ended up leaving you disappointed. You just set the bar too high. Let's see what's with this Nine of Air. Why is this Nine of Air in reverse in regards to Aquarius? Love for March. Energies for March. Why the Nine of Air in reverse for Aquarius? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages, please. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles in reversed. The Moon card in reversed. The Page of Swords in reversed. This is a really difficult reading for me. It's really scattered. There's just like a lot of different things going on, and I try as I can to kind of like piece things together. It's so segmented. Okay, so we talked about a perception, maybe a fear of perception. It's not a reality. Okay, whatever is stopping you, it's not a reality. Then you have the, okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles here, and what I got immediately from that is just be really stuck in your way of thinking, because that's one of the things, limiting your view, limiting your opportunities, limiting things, because it's perfectionism. You want things a certain way, I feel like. Because you were overthinking things. You're over worrying, wanting things to be a certain way. Perfectionism here. Okay, then I see you having some sort of clarity, some sort of light bulb moment with the Moon card, where maybe the struggle, you confront the struggle that you have, why you're thinking the way that you are, you're dealing with your perfectionism, why you want this unattainable thing, okay? And then this Page of Swords is gathering information by observation. Very curious. Page of Swords gets truth by watching, observing. You observing somebody? I'm going to pull another clarifier, which is really strange for me. Usually I pull 3 4s, and that's usually enough, but it's not enough. Why is this 9 of Air here in reverse for Aquarius? Love energies for March. And here it is again. So we're coming. I don't know. The way that you're perceiving something is really skewing how you look at things. And like I said, I see perfectionism. The Moon card in reverse, something has to be going on maybe in your dreams here, because I always associate that with dreams, okay? You might be confronting, okay, releasing the fear. All right, just bear with me, people. Okay, so you're releasing the fear that you have. You realize that the way that you're thinking is not allowing you to get what you want to get. So you're releasing the fear with the Moon card in reverse. You're confronting emotions. You're confronting things about you that you repressed, okay? So, you know, emotional disturbances. The Moon is very emotional, and when it's in the reverse, it's having that clarity and realizing how your emotions are negatively influencing how you're kind of proceeding through life. And this Page of Swords, I think the Page of Swords is bringing a truth through observation. You're observing yourself. There's something that you're seeing. There's something that you're looking into. You're looking into how somebody else lives their life, and that brings some type of clarity for you. And it definitely brings your perfectionism to the surface. Okay, so you're having you do have some kind of clarity here. You confront those fears, you kind of deal with them, you realize how all of this stuff is negatively influencing you on your journey in regards to love. Okay, that's what it is. So this is like an internal thing that you guys are having. All right, and then that makes sense because you realize the way that you have done things before have not been working, even though you were putting band-aids on gunshot wounds and like trying to like hold it together and keep things together. You're having the clarity that how you've been doing things is not working out, and you totally need to like remap. So that's the tarot card, because then everything kind of falls apart. Okay, so you're having this realization. It's how you think about things. It's how you view love. And something that you observe or looking in on somebody helps you realize this truth. With that Page of Swords, I feel like you watched somebody or you looked at somebody and you had this aha moment where you said, okay, well, I can't keep on doing this the way that I'm doing it. Might have been you looked in on somebody that you were interested in, and maybe looking at them on social media, and you find out like they're dating somebody else or they're seeing somebody else, and this person is totally different from you or how you were, and you have this moment where you're like, okay, I see why they find that person attractive, and now I see what it is about me. and I'm not saying that like change to suit that person, but you have this revelation of why that person is drawn to that person. And then you see things about you and why it's blocking you from love. So the Tower card is actually a good thing. I feel like you guys, like I said, it's remapping yourself. Soul makeover. Why is the Tower card here in the upright? Who is this person? Where's this energy as? I really think you guys are going to have a period of seeing how you relate to people, how you manage people. You're going to be having a revelation in regards to that. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So again, that's helping you come out. You might be apologizing to some people because of how apologizing to people so that you can kind of move on. You might be having a discovery on how maybe you weren't very fair to people with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is all stuff that's going to kind of melt away. I feel like the pain's you're gonna have an acceptance of who you are that's going to kind of melt away. You're going to deliver apologies to people so that you can recover. This is going to be part of the process of like your little like love makeover, or a makeover for yourself so that you can attract healthy love. Fairness. I feel like there wasn't an equality. Maybe you took advantage of some people or took them for granted, or it can even be like a minor like inequality and you're kind of seeing that. And then with the Four of Pentacles, holding on to things out of security, holding on to things for the wrong reason because you feel like they gave you stability, they gave you security, but not always thinking about the other person. So I feel like this is kind of what you're going to go through, the realization that you kind of go through, and then the Tower is going to fall apart, and then it's going to allow you to rebuild. So I think that's what's going on. I mean, you're going to have to say in the comments if that's what's going on. Because back here, I see whatever you tried to start didn't end up working out. Okay, and then you have the mental blocks are released as to why. And then here's the discovery here. And then here's the action that you do or that happens so that you can kind of break out of this. It's kind of a long process, but it's only over like a month and a half. So it really isn't that long of a process. So this is really kind of a single reading, I feel like, where you're realizing you aren't getting what you want in your life and you're actually looking within, which is awesome, to figure out why. And then you have the discovery and then you make the changes, okay? Because you know you can't exist, you can't keep on going on like you have been when it comes to love. Alrighty? Woo! Man, these readings have been hard. Alright guys, that's all I have for you. If this resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email. We can go ahead and make that happen. And oh yeah, click on the link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, or an ex. And then I will see you all for your mid-months. Adios from Veronica Garnet. Bye.